Hi Scorpio, welcome to my channel. This is a love romantic relationship reading for you, Scorpio. This is for Scorpio friends. The message for today's Scorpio is for the last week of October 2019. Happy birthday, Scorpio. If you're celebrating this week, happy birthday to you. Please, universe, what can I get for Scorpio friends? What is the message ready for Scorpio to know and meant for them to know for the last week of October 2019? Scorpio friends, please. I hope you're well, guys. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, Scorpio, for all the awesome support. May you have your wish. May you be granted the health, wealth, and the love romantic relationship that you deserve. Scorpio. Okay, let's start your reading, Scorpio. 10 of Pentacles is in reverse. And the Fool card is in reverse. This is a past energy or a past situation. It seems to be that it is not feeling stable, all right? You are in a commitment or you are in a situation or your person is behaving like they are playing safe. They don't want to take a risk. For some of you, it has something to do with financial money, financial situation, or it could be your person is still very much active with their ex-husband, ex-wife. Something is preventing your person or your situation to be stable. All right. If I'm gonna tap into your person's energy, they don't want to take a risk. It's just too risky to move forward. Or for some of you, the dating. If you are in a dating situation or getting to know, it's playing safe. It's playing safe. They don't want to make a lot of effort for something that they wouldn't get a return. Because 10 of Pentacles, this is, it's zero. Because this is 0-10. If you look at the card 0-10, like if I'm gonna do it, what will I get in return? So your person seems to be playing safe. I don't want to take a risk. It's not practical. So it seems to be a competition. It's mind game. But in essence, collective energy is that I don't want to take a risk. I want to play safe. I want to be in my comfort zone. I don't want to move. I want you, Scorpio, to move. Because, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, it's that I don't want my coin to be touched. I don't want my effort to. I don't want to make an effort and it end up it won't get anywhere, because 10 of Pentacles is Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo energy, and then the Fool is a Piscean energy. 10 of Pentacles is like I don't want to touch my pentacles for something that it's risky. So it's for some of you, the situation in the past, it's not worth risking their 10 of Pentacles to do that. For some of you, it's a straightforward message that you're not worth that risk yet, Scorpio. Whatever the involvement or past situation is, it's not worth risking. It's not worth using my 10 of Pentacles for that communication move or some sort of, it's not worth paying attention. It's not worth investing. It's I don't want to take a risk. That's the vibe I'm getting in here. Now, for some of you, Scorpio, Page of Swords in reverse, it's a distorted information, or it's a distorted thinking. It's a wrong thinking, all right? Because Page of Swords, for some of you, they're lying. Someone is lying, or someone is believing to a concept that, it's a playing safe. They think like, they think only of, what if you do it, in connecting the Page of Swords to these two cards in the past, it seems to be a question to the universe, the question of the universe to you and your person. What if you tried? What if you taken the risk? What is the impact? There's definitely some sort of learnings and takings from taking a risk. you would lose something, but you would gain. It's like making a mistake. You lost something, but you gain wisdom. So this is the Page of Swords energy in here to remind you that, to remind this energy that you might be wrong, because if I combine this two, it seems to be reminding your person, your situation in the past, that your thinking is one way. That is your part. That is you being coward to take a risk. Because for Scorpio's energy, you are just black and white. You're yes or no. You are never playing safe. All right. So Page of Swords, someone thinks and feels like this is not right. Whatever the situation in the past, it's a one-way communication. It's one-way thinking. That if they step out of their comfort zone, there would be a change in the game. Okay, so Page of Swords, normally this is lying, or for some of you, Page of Swords is that truth. There's some, normally this is a negative energy. I find it's hidden. Normally for me, when I see Page of Swords in reverse, this is something hidden. There's a connotation for me of negativity with the Page of Swords, but with combination connecting this is the crowning energy, connected to the past. It seems to be, it's sounding, it's actually feeling, it's in your favor, Scorpio, in your favor, in the sense that whatever your person think, believe, or whatever it is that they play safe, they were wrong. Okay, this is playing safe. This is them being guarded. This is them having their ego. This is them coward. Right, they're hiding, so they play safe. So I'm tapping into your person's energy. They keep telling to themselves, they're convincing themselves that they are right, but they aren't. Okay, because at the other end, Scorpio is waiting. Scorpio is at the receiving. Scorpio is just black and white. Scorpio is not playing safe. Scorpio never is in the middle. It's either yes or a no, 0 to 10. It's either black or white. So your person is in the energy of processing. I'm right. I did this because they're trying to justify themselves into the action they did, but deep inside they know that they were wrong. Because if they came out of their comfort zone, if they did remove ego and they allow themselves to be vulnerable, the game is totally different. There would be a winner, because I'm seeing like it's a stalemate. For some of you, it's a game over. It's by default it's a stalemate, because they didn't move. Okay, so for some of you, they didn't take the risk. They didn't move. They want to do it, but they chicken out. So this Page of Swords, this is the crowning energy connected to your person or your past situation, is that they were actually wrong. They're now at a point they're convincing themselves that they were right. But every time, it's like you're talking to yourself, convincing you were right, but actually you're wrong. Okay, so your person is having some sort of a Q&A, question and answer, talking to himself and convincing that I did the right thing. But they keep walking back and forth to their room. They're thinking, I did the right thing. I did the right thing. I'm on the right side. I'm on the right. Like, for you to talk to yourself and convince yourself that you're doing is correct is something that isn't right. Okay? So, moving on, what's the shared energy between the two of you? Four of Pentacles and Page of Wands. So, Four of Pentacles, it's a bad news. You and your person need to come to a truce, or you need to really accept that what happened in the past was an epic failure. It was a failure. It was a disappointment. It was a disagreement. It isn't right. Okay, for some of you, Scorpio, there's a part of you have a role to play in this scenario, and part of that thing that was not successful between the two of you, it's also your doing. You are also at fault for some, because for some of you, you kept your silence, Scorpio. You never shoot this person to follow up, or some sort of you never tried questioning their action, because you felt like if you tried, if you query, then it's you letting your guard down. So it was, in short, an epic failure. What took place in the past, it was an epic failure. Okay? Someone hold back, and the other person mirror the action. So it went to game over. It went to a stalemate. It hasn't started. It hasn't kicked off, and it's already over. So yeah, it was something that you and this person need to let go. Because Four of Pentacles, let's it's the Four of Pentacles in here is to remind you, Scorpio, and the other person, let go of this. This is a bad breakup, a bad news, a bad situation. Let go. This is your person's energy, Five of Cups. There's a lot of processing that they did, all right? So they've reached, or they're reaching Five of Cups in reverse position. Because I felt like this Five of Cups, they were sad, they were disappointed, they're feeling lonely, they miss you, but it's now in reverse. So I felt like Four of Pentacles is pointing to Five of Cups. So your person is starting to move on, okay? So Scorpio, if you're still holding some sting, like you're feeling like you want to sting this person, if you haven't moved on, the card, the energy today is telling you it is time to move on, because your person is moving on to whatever failure, epic failure, disappointment, argument that you have in the past. What happened in the past is something, it is not right, it is not constructive, okay? I'm seeing the Page of Swords in reverse. Whatever they did to you, it's something that they've learned not to do it again. Playing safe with Scorpio, holding back with Scorpio, it's something that wouldn't work, because Scorpio will just mimic that, will just sting you, all right? So they've learned something. So this is a situation where because they hurt you, Scorpio, so they don't actually feel the real deepness or pain of whatever it is that they caused you, that it's so easy for them to be in the Five of Cups. So I guess for you, Scorpio, looking at the future card, you've got the Tower. It's more of a reminder to let go, Scorpio, because if you don't let go of whatever took place, the Ace of Wands will be in reverse. Because Ace of Wands in reverse, there was supposed to be a new passionate beginning, but it didn't took place, because mainly of their fault. But somehow there is a little bit of, I'd say, 10%, 20% that is also your fault. Okay, 80% their fault, 20% your fault, Scorpio. Current energy, it's reminding you your person is moving on to that. So you start releasing that emotion that is disappointing, pain or struggle, maybe little by little. Okay, if you can't release everything out in one go, then start with small baby steps to forget, to release that negative emotions that build up with this disappointing news, disappointing situation, or painful stuff, argument, because your person is starting to release, to release them from the past epic failure, whatever it is that, whatever challenges that took place in the past. They're starting to accept that it's my fault and I am going to move on. So you're being encouraged, Scorpio, to move on. If not in one go, small step, okay? It is good for your soul. It is good for your emotional health, Scorpio. Because the Tower card is here. The Tower card, there's a need to explode, like to purge, okay? What other message could I get for Scorpio, please? In a general collective reading, Scorpio, the last week of October for you, lesson learned for your person. It is something that they will never forget. Whatever they did to you, It is something lesson learned. For some of you, it is as simple as they now realize how to deal with Scorpio. Okay, it's more of I have learned that this is how and the best way to deal with Scorpio. Like, it lesson learned for them. Also, never cross Scorpio with this playing safe, because it wouldn't work. Okay, lesson learned with your person, and they know for a fact that they've kind of realized, Scorpio, that that you don't play the game. Okay, that you're either in or out. Like, they've kind of realized that yeah, lesson learned. Sorry, Scorpio. Yeah, something to do with Scorpio. They now know, your person knows how to deal with you. They've learned the lesson. Like, they now understand the mechanic of dating a Scorpio, like the rules of engagement. These two cards, Scorpio, felt like this is a reminder to you. You have a beginning, but it wouldn't push. Like, the universe is trying to give you something. It wouldn't happen, but you need to purge. So, Scorpio, end of October, there is a need for you to release that emotional, unhealthy emotions that build up. Purge. If you need to cry out, cry it out. The next day, you'll feel better. Okay? They have learned their lessons, Scorpio. Okay? They disappointed you, extremely disappointed you, but they've learned their lesson. They're ready to face you again. For some of you guys. Okay, what is the Page of Cups, please? They're relaxing. Okay, so Scorpio, your person is kind of if you look at the three cards in here, your person is sitting there relaxing, and just really, I'd say the last 2 weeks for them, it was serious, it was painful, but now they're trying. Your person is, I'd say, Scorpio, doing well. Your person knows and realize that they made a mistake. So they're shaking it off. 9 of Cups. So instead of crying, being blah, they've done their part of processing out some. They've done their part of blaming themselves. It's my fault. Like, I really say your person is moving on. Your person is moving on with the mistake they did. 9 of Cups, sitting there having a drink. They're just laughing. It's more of they're laughing at their mistake, their stupidness, and something to do that if my commitment with Scorpio, if the dating and getting to know with Scorpio, it didn't work, it's because of me. Like, look at this 9 of Cups. This is them sitting there drinking and saying to themselves, I fuck up. But if Scorpio is not committing with me, or if Scorpio and we don't have a proper commitment right now, because it's my fault, because I hold back. I'm not giving Scorpio the deserving effort that she or he deserve. So this is them moving on, and because I felt like your person went through in denial stage, blaming, and then they're feeling better now, and they're just really waiting for you. They're waiting for you, Scorpio, to be okay, to be better. Like, they want to give you, Scorpio, your moment, a space, and finding the right time, because 6 of Swords is here. The 6 of Swords is, they would like to revisit the scenario. Your person is going to revisit this situation, right? Whatever the epic failure that they did to you, Scorpio, they will revisit that subject, and they will offer you an apology, or a sincere some sort of sincere emotional, I'm opening up with this stuff they did. Because this is them, Six of Swords. They will man up, because they were coward, they were playing safe, so they will man up. They will bring to you the Six of Swords, the details and information of what exactly is in their mind, and explaining to you, Scorpio, why they did that. And when they explain it to you, they will be sincere. Knight of Cups, this is a sincere offer of explanation, of communication, to tell you that I am sorry, I fuck up, this is what I'm thinking, I'm a coward, I chicken out, blah blah blah. So this is, I guess, to wrap it up, Scorpio, you will feel better soon. If you need to be angry, you can be angry, but I hope every day, I pray that it improves for some of you, Scorpio. There's a purging. You need to purge, Scorpio, by the end of October. Hopefully, praying for you that you'll feel better, and eventually, you'd let out, you'll give away, or you give it to the universe, whatever unhealthy emotions that build up from failure, expectation that was not given to you by your person or your situation. Because I'm feeling like in the future, you deserve this Knight of Cups, this explanation from your person who has disappointed you big time. Or if it's not this worst, you will hear from someone who, I'd say, ghosted you, or who give you some sort of missing in action. They will provide you with a sorry or a proper explanation. They will man up and admit their mistake and tell you everything that you need to know. Because Six of Swords, this is going back, this is rowing back, going back and revisiting this situation and explaining to you why they did that, with plus an apology. Okay, something to do with with making you feel better. Okay, so this is in the process. So eventually, Scorpio, you would find the right energy and aura to activate the Tower card in here, to burst out of those negative energy, explode. This Tower card, it needs to explode, it needs to purge, it needs to crash. I felt like this is the emotional buildup. All right, Scorpio. So good luck to you, Scorpio. Your person is moving on. They have learned their lesson. They're giving you time and space, Scorpio, to think, to grieve, to emotionally process out whatever it is that disappointed you. If this person is not calling you, they're giving you that space because they're waiting for the right time to manifest and explain to you the Six of Swords thing. Okay, they're here, they're okay, they're fine, they're ready to admit their mistake. They know that it is their fault, it is their failure, so they will man up. If they're playing safe, they would face you up again with a sincere apology. So this is a good exercise. They've learned the lesson. They now know the mechanics of dating or having a relationship with Scorpio. And when I said that, the light flick, my light flick. So that's a sign. That's a good sign. So thumbs up, Scorpio, for your reading. Have a good day. I'll see you soon again. Bye bye.